What is up, my beautiful souls? I just finished my journaling practice this morning. I'm here at Little Bay Beach in Sydney, Australia, one of my favorite beaches. And I've recently been sharing lots of journal prompts on my Substack. Subscribe if you're not already, around specific topics, like whatever that blog post is about. There'll be journal prompts to go along with it. However, I'm not gonna lie and say I journal every single day. At least three to four times a week, I sit down in my journal and just write. And I have a very standard format that I've developed over the years. It used to just be date and write. Like, all right, here's the date, here's where I'm at, this is what's coming to mind today. And for me, that's very easy, but I understand that's not the case for everyone. It's like journaling can be a very intimidating practice. My therapist had recommended it to me, back in 2011. This was when I initially started therapy after my father passed away. And what turned into like therapy for bereavement has evolved into this beautiful journey of reflection and just life. And there's so many tools in the toolbox. Not saying you have to go to therapy or anything, but I'm just sharing my journey. And anyway, this is a long way of saying journaling is just something that stuck with me. So now I have my standard format. I'm like, I don't have my journal on me right now. It's over on the sand. However, I start with the date, the day. So as I'm recording this, as I wrote this morning, what's today? Thursday. I write out Thursday, December 4th, 2026. And then the next line is the location. Where am I? So I'd write Little Bay Beach, Sydney, Australia. What I love about writing this very specific day, date, location, and time is that it just grounds me in the present moment. And one day, I'm sure when I go back on all these 10 plus years of journals, I could be like, oh yeah, I remember that cafe I was at. So whether you're at a cafe, whether you're at home, whether you're on the train, on a plane, all right, on a plane, New York to LA, at whatever time. So really just I like to ground myself in the present. After that, I do a bullet point. Gratitudes. I'll write this in the notes too, that would make more sense. What are your 3 gratitudes for today? Just drop in. I'm grateful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for the barista who made my latte just perfect today. I'm grateful for the sun on my skin. I can go on and on. I've been doing this forever. Some days though, it's hard to think of 3. I'm like, dang, man, I'm just grateful that I made it to my journal today. It'd be like that sometimes, and that's okay. Write the 3 gratitudes out. It could be as long as short as you need. It could be my dog, my mom, the sun. Cool. After gratitudes, it gets a little bit, you gotta think sometimes. The more you do it, the more I flow. But again, this is what just came to me. I hate these journals. Sometimes there's journals, it's like you gotta do this exact structure. I'm like, sometimes that doesn't work for me. So you gotta find what works for you, and I'm just sharing what works for me. This has been years in the making. After my gratitudes, my intention. What is my intention for today? What do I want to call in? What do I need? What's my intention? Sometimes my intention changes every day. Sometimes it's the same for the week. Sometimes it's been months I've had this same intention. It just depends. What I love about my journal practice is that it's not performative. It's just for me. So whatever I need that day is what comes through. What's your intention? I can give some examples. I actually got into this with another not the same therapist. I've changed over the years, but we would set the intention for my week at the end of the session, or the next 2 weeks until I saw her next. What's my intention? So it could be your weekly intention, your daily intention, the intention you just need this morning. It can be, I need more love, peace, flow, presence, action. So many different intentions. Then, what is my affirmation for the day? So my affirmation, personally, it's different than intention. My affirmation is filling a gap for me of whether it's something I'm not necessarily feeling good about myself. So I'll give an example. For 1 year, my affirmation was I am confident, because I was so not confident in myself. So the affirmation for the year was confidence. And I usually set these affirmations around my birthday, but again, whatever works for you. I'm just sharing how I be doing it. So my affirmation damn near for a year would be I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. Every time I sat to journal, that would be the affirmation. So really think about, what do you need to be affirmed or reminded of? What are you insecure about? That's how I kind of landed on my affirmation. I'm trying to think of other affirmations I've had over the years. I am bliss. I am in yoga. We have this term called Satchitananda. I'm not going to bore you with all my woo-woo yoga stuff, but I am peace. Similar to the intention, but not. Again, the affirmation is, what do you need to be affirmed today, this month, this year? Next up is feeling. I just write feeling, and then the thing, how am I feeling? It's just a word or a short sentence. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling confident. I might be feeling confident one day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling at peace. I'm feeling anxious. No judgment, just how you're feeling. Keep it simple. And then next to that, I write a scale. I know this kind of sounds like a lot, but I promise you, once I write through it, it's pretty easy. A scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I write out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being super low, 5 being like super happy, energetic. It's almost, I very rarely am 5s, where it's like high energy, like to the extreme. That's also not good. I always, if I'm at a 3, that's this is my baseline. If I'm having a good day, feeling high, like 4 is good. But then a lot of the days it'd be a 1, 2, and that's real. Just again, checking in. How am I feeling? I've recently added these last 2 things in my checklist before I actually start to journal, is show up. How am I going to show up today? What do I need to accomplish? Just one thing. How am I going to show up? Whether that's, I'm going to record that YouTube video I've been saying I was. I'm going to finally do those emails, sit down in front of my computer and get through that. I'm going to cook dinner for my family today. It could be related to career, life, just yourself. Like how that action of showing up, what does that look like today? Again, nice and short. Then lastly, again, these last 2 I added recently and they've been working really well for me, is let go. So I write let go. I'm literally going to write this out for y'all. What do I need to let go of today? So yesterday, I noticed I had thoughts of really negative thoughts around my body and how I look. So I was like, I need to let go of these negative, what did I say? I need to let go of negative thoughts around my body that aren't serving me. I need to release that today. That's holding me back today, because it's making me feel low and down and debilitating, and then not inspired to do what I need to do. So what do I need to let go of? Today, I needed to let go of how I think things should be in my life. Again, whatever you need to let go of today. I need to let go of, I don't know, whatever you need to let go of. Just write it out. Okay, I know I've been talking for 10 minutes. I did not realize so that's been my starting point. When I sit down to journal, it's day, place, time, my 3 gratitudes, my intention, my affirmation, my feeling, what do I need to let go of, or how do I need to show up, and what do I need to let go of. Boom, boom, boom. I get through that. Then I feel grounded and ready to write. Whatever that, some days I'm like, that's all I got time for. Feeling good, and I sign my name at the end. More often than not, though, then it just creates this portal for me of like, all right, I'm grounded, I'm in the time, my space, I'm in my body, I'm here. What needs to flow through? And that's where it gets fun. With journaling, there's no right way to do it. I say the same thing about meditation. Like, I think people have these preconceived notions around how things should be. It needs to be no one reads my journal but me. The one tip I always give to people around journaling is just put pen to paper and see what comes out without judgment. You don't need to do the bullet points of the gratitudes and all that I said. If you're just getting started out, just put pen to paper. See what comes through. You'd be surprised. And it's important to put pen to paper. I much rather that than the notes section on your phone. I know, but just getting away from the screens is such a beautiful thing to do. Again, that presence of not being on your phone and just that street, so that's what I have for you today. Felt called to share with you my journaling practice. I do sell journals on my website. I just realized that. My life mantra is create a life you don't need a vacation from. So it has that on the cover. It's super cute. It doesn't have the bullet points and stuff, again, because I don't want people to feel like they have to do that. If you just want to come on and just pen to paper, y'all. Pen to paper. So that was my insights on journaling. I always bring my journal with me. Do I have it here? Yep. I got my little journal pouch. Maybe I'll start selling pouches. I don't sell this one. And here's my journal. I'm not going to show you what's in it. Let's see. Yeah, no. It's very personal. My journal is very personal. That's what the blog's for. A lot of these things that I write out in my journal end up making it to the Substack and the blog, but it's very simple. I'm trying to find a sheet I can show you. Here's a good example. Short and sweet. I was not doing the most. But you can see here, I'll just hold it to camera. Very simple. There was not much coming through. I wrote the date, I was in Australia. Grateful for yoga, my body, and God. Whatever God is to you. God may not even be a thing to you, and that's all right. There's not much coming through. I'm grateful, I'm realigning, I'm praying, I'm becoming. There's an energy shift. Just tapping in. That's enough for today, guys. Check out the yoga, meditation. We're just vibing here on YouTube, honestly. This is just my gift to you. There's no agenda here, as you can probably tell. Just sharing. Wow, my journal pouch. I think it's time for a new one. I've been using it so much. Anyway, just sharing the tools, the practices, the path. I love y'all. Keep showing up. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Namaste. Oh, there we go. Namaste.